Hello, Augies Worldwide. I'm Dave Kassler, amateur radio call sign KE0OG, here with another episode of Ask Dave. Today's question comes to us courtesy of Art Dodd, K2ADC, and he wants to try something a little radical. And so let's take a look at what he wants to do. It says, I was thinking of using an off-center fed dipole as a vertical. Now, if you took it straight off center fed dipole as a vertical and pulled the coax out away from it for a number of feet, that would work fine, okay? But that's not what he has in mind. He wants to take the 90-foot side, so it's 90 plus 45, so it's at the 1/3 point that he's feeding it. So he's got 90 feet to go up, but he's going to take that up a 43-foot mast. I'd like to know what mast that is because I don't have anything that will go that high. And into an L configuration. So he'll go up and then go across. The 45-foot leg of the antenna was going to run on the ground as a counterpoise. The RG213 would be used at the feed point, which is fine. And you do need a 4-to-1 balun if that's a dipole. Is this a viable solution? Enjoy your YouTube channel. Thanks, Art. Let's take a look at what he wants to do. Okay, he has an antenna that's fed at the 1/3 point. This is 45 feet, and this is 90. So the total of this is 135. So this is an 80-meter antenna. And because it's fed here, you can use it on other bands too. The feed point impedance here is on the order of 200 ohms, hence the 4-to-1 balun with the 50 to 200. Okay, 4-to-1. And then this is your feed line going down. A lot of manufacturers will also include, in addition to this balun, they'll include a choke balun of some sort, because this is balanced, whereas the coax is not. Now he wants to radically modify this antenna. He wants to go 45, 42, 43-foot mast, 43 feet up, and then for the remainder of the 90 feet, which is 47 feet, he wants to go to the side and attach to something, who knows what, and then feed it right here, and then have the 45-foot section laying out as a counterpoise. Okay, now what's the problem here? The problem here is you've turned it into a vertical. If you've grounded this and put other radials in here or something, you are, in essence, if you're going to treat this as a counterpoise laid out on the ground, this is the wrong length for a vertical. You want this to add up to, if you do 468 over, we'll do 3.9 megahertz, which puts it in the 3.8, let's see, 468 divided by 3.9 megahertz. It's 120 feet. So you divide that by, that's a half wavelength. 1/2 lambda equals 120. So 1/4 lambda for the vertical equals 60. All right, approximately. So this needs to be brought back. If that's 43 feet, what you need up here is 17 feet, okay, to get a 1/4 wave vertical. And it doesn't matter what you do for the actual radial length. You really want more than one radial. So you can do something like that and get on 80. Now the DX Commander, it doesn't go up 43 feet, but it goes up 33 feet. And they talk about bringing this out sideways so that it will work on on 80 meters, okay? So I guess what I'm saying is I doubt very much that your approach is going to work. Now, does that mean it's not worth trying it? Go ahead and try it. I mean, you may be onto a new antenna, but I think what I do is if you go up that 43 feet, you want this over here to be 17 feet so that the total distance is the 60 feet. And then you want radials out here. And then the feed point impedance is going to be on the order of 30 ohms, which means about a 1.6 SWR for the part of the band that or for the specific frequency you're on. Now, if you look at 80 meters from 3.5 to 4, this antenna we decided worked on 3.9? And so the SWR curve for this will look about like this. And I'm sorry, I got that wrong. It'll look about like this. Okay, it's not going to come all the way down to 1-to-1 unless you put some loading down here. Okay, because this is 30 ohms, you could put a coil in here or something to put some loading to bring the thing up. That would bring it down to here, but then it would be even more narrow. Okay, and it will not cover the entire 80 meter band. All right, so there you go. So you can certainly try what you're talking about, but there's nothing inherent in the design that would cause it to work. You're taking basically a piece of wire that's a 1/3 plus a 2/3 section of a fine off-center fed dipole with appropriate transformer in there to get it to the right impedance. The problem that you're going to run into is that's great for dipoles, but if you try and use that dipole design as a vertical antenna, the only thing you can do is feed the whole thing up, which is going to be mighty high. It's going to be a half wavelength. Feed it at the 45 foot point over here, and it's going to be what, 135, 133 feet for what you're doing. So I don't think that will work. You can certainly try it. What I would recommend you do is, if you want to go up some number of feet and it's not high enough for a quarter wave for 80 meters, then just attach a piece of wire to the top that's the rest of the length. Attach that to something over there, a tree, something like that, and put in lots of radials, and you have a chance of getting an antenna that will work on part of 80 meters. If you have a favorite net, you can tune it for that, or you can tune it for FT8 or whatever you may like to do. So there you have it. If you would like to help support this channel, please check out dcastler.com/support for ways to do that. Also, please subscribe. Please like, please share this video. Do all of the wonderful things that makes YouTube like this channel. And until we next meet, 73.